Good morning, students. This is Pradyum sir again in front of you, and here comes with your new video on the topic of your second chapter. And your second chapter is GUI operating system and introduction. Okay, so basically we are going to discuss about what is GUI. Okay, first of all, what is the full form? What is the GUI stand for? So graphical user interface. Okay, so this is the full form of GUI, that is graphical user interface, and after that GUI operating system and introduction. Okay, and in this video or today's video or the today's topics, we are going to discuss about that. First topic is user interface. Okay, that UI, and after that type of user interface, that how many types of user interface are there. Okay, so we are going to discuss about these also, and after that the Windows 7. Okay, the most popular window in the Windows series, the most popular window, that is Windows 7. So we are just simply some basic knowledge about Windows 7, and after that how could we just simply switch on a computer system. Okay, so this is a very basic these are some basic topics, or these are some very basic points just we are going to discuss about in this video, today's video. So first of all, I just want to remember you that just a minute. Okay, so I'm just going to remember you that if you are new in my channel, then go there and subscribe my channel, press the bell icon, select all from the list so that you can get the notification of my video very firstly. So let's get started with the first point, that is user interface. But before starting the topic, I'm just reading some extra things which are from the top of the lesson, that is learning in this chapter. Okay, means what are the types of topics we are going to face in this chapter. So the first is user interface, that is here. Type of user interface: Windows 7, switch on a computer, desktop and its component, basic operation of on the desktop gadgets, shutting down a computer, power mode of Windows 7, safe mode and normal. Okay, so this whole are the topics of your lesson number second. So just without further wasting your time, I'm just going to read you this lesson. That children, do you know who take care of all the household job at your home? Okay, so means basically I'm just going to describe that at our home, suppose the shirt, the pant and all these appropriate things which are used by me are just simply have to be taken under in my mom's. Okay, because everything when I just use, I will just simply throw it anywhere. Suppose not, this is real, I'm just going to tell you that what type of a boy or a girl when he was a simple kid do. Okay, means when we just go from school to home, we just simply throw our bags, throw our shoes, throw our socks and throw our dress everywhere in the room or in the house. Okay, so that this is the job, not the job, but still our mom do this job to place everything of your important thing, like your shoes, like your socks, okay, like your dress, like your bag and water bottle, your tiffin, all these things she placed at a appropriate position, so that if there is a problem, okay, in future, and you want something and your mom is not there, then you can just simply take that thing from there with very easily. So yes, you have guessed right, your parents. Okay, your parents like your father and your mother. Okay, suppose if you have a elder brother or a sister, then he or she is also your parents. Okay, so your parents look after the household activities in such a manner that you do not have to worry about them. Okay, means as I told you that suppose I just simply use this earphone. Okay, this earphone, this Bluetooth device, and after that when I'm done with this, then I will simply throw this from my bed. Okay, and it will just simply be put over there in the floor, and after that when my mom just simply watch that, he will just simply take it off, and after that place it in appropriate manner, so that in future, suppose in the evening or in the next morning when I was just simply need this Bluetooth device, and I will simply take it from the hanger or from anywhere else where she plays every day. Okay, so likewise, it is all because they organize and run the house with a systematic way. Okay, basically, she is the lady who do everything in our home and maintain all these things in an appropriate manner. Okay, basically all these things. Suppose this shirt and all the shirts, just simply they wash them and iron them, and then after she plays in a cupboard, so that I can whenever I want a new shirt for a washed shirt, then I just simply open the cupboard, and after that I got my shirt is to be ironed. Okay, so all these things are just simply be placed in the cupboard or placed in such a way, in such a manner, that whenever I want anything, that thing is simply placed in an appropriate position. Okay, so that I can find that particular thing very easily. Now, likewise, a computer has a special set of programs which manage all the jobs of computer and make it run. Okay, likewise, your computer does this work also. Your computer system have a user interface inbuilt in it that help you to make your file folder and all these applications and all these things which are just simply installed in the computer system will manage according to your computer system, so that whenever you want to use that particular file or folder or that application in future, you can find them very easily. Okay, so this is known as operating system. Okay, likewise, when a computer system work to manage all these things, is called the system is called operating system. In the short form, that is OS. Okay, O and S. OS, the full form of OS is operating system. Without an operating system, a computer cannot work on its own. Likewise, suppose if your mom goes anywhere else, like to his parents or to his your maternal grandfather's home, and after that you are just simply alone at your home, like with your father or with anywhere else, and you want that where are your shoes and where are your tiffin box and where are your box, the pencil box and all the copies and dress and everything that you want, then you cannot manage this very easily. You just simply place a call to your mother and ask to her that, mom, where is my dress, where is my this and that and all these things. Okay, so likewise, without your mom you cannot do anything, as an operating system is like a mother of the computer. Okay, he do all the work, it does all the work in a computer system, so that a computer run in a very frequently manner, and the user get very friendly interface with the computer system. Okay, so there are some examples of operating system that are Windows, Mac, Linux, etc. Okay, these are some 3 examples which are just simply used in the computer system, so that it can work. And in the smartphone, like we are just simply using the smartphone. In that smartphone, we are getting Android and iOS for Apple users, and Android for these Samsung, Oppo, Vivo, Realme and all these users. Okay, now are some the most popular operating system. Basically, an operating system acts as a link between the user and the hardware. This is called the interface. Means, suppose I don't know English and you don't know Hindi. Okay, you are a foreigner and I am from India. After that, suppose when we meet together and you only speak English and I don't know English. Okay, then what should you do? So there is a appropriate medium, a person who is just simply standing in between us, and he convert the language so that we can easily talk to each other. Okay, so that particular person is an interface by which we can just simply very simply, very easily we can talk to each other. So that operating system, okay, so that operating system is also a link between the user like we, because we are operating the computer system, so we are the user and that computer system. So there is a link between the computer system and the user, and that link is called operating system. Okay, and sorry, this link is called interface, not the operating system. Operating system is the way by which we can get connected with the computer system, and the computer system just simply get connected with the user. Computer system is knows everything about its user, that what its user wants. Okay, so that link, that particular link is called interface. Okay, now the second topic, that is types of user interface. Okay, so what is that? So you have learned that a printer is used to print information on a paper. As you all know that in the previous lesson we had just simply discussed about some other hardware, that is in the list of the hardware there is something mentioned that printer is an output device which can just simply take a printout of the soft copy in a paper, and that paper is called the hard copy. Okay, so that printer. So can you tell the way as to how you communicate with a printer attached to your computer? Suppose if I plug it out from your computer system, that printer, and after that if you want, okay, you can say that, sir, today it is very easy that because all the printers are just like smart printers, they are inbuilt with Google and Alexa. So you can just simply say, okay, Google and hey Alexa and hey Siri. After that they can work and take a print out of your soft copy. But I am just telling about some in previous years. Okay, like when these smart devices are not there in our society. So what should you do? Suppose I plug it out your USB cable from the CPU, and then what should you do? You cannot ask, you cannot tell that printer that take a printout, because it is not built with Google and Alexa and Siri. So what should you do? So that cable you have to put in your computer system, and after that you give some commands to the computer system so that it can understand your commands and take a printout of that soft copy on a paper, and that paper is called hard copy. Okay, so that is mentioned here, the command, no sorry. So how do you instruct it to print a document? Okay, so here is the answer, that to give instruction for printing a document, you either type some command, press a set of key like Ctrl plus P and enter button. Okay, or you have to just simply click over a few buttons, like you have to go to the file button over the top of the desktop, and after that there is a list over there, and then over the list you can get print option over the in the file of fifth number, and after that clicking over that you have to just simply get a pop-up window in front of you in a pop-up style. Okay, and after that you have to just simply click over the OK button, and then you record your printout. Okay, so these are some steps by which you can get a printout of your soft copy on a paper. Okay, so the answer is the command or menu through which a user communicates with an external device or a program are called user interface, or simply the interface. Means, suppose the command that I command you that is stand up, and that stand up command is called the interface, because this is the command by which I just simply get to know you that you have to stand up at your place. So that command, the command is stand up. Or other command, like suppose you ask me, sir, can I drink water? Then I say yes. The yes is the command so that you can take the water. Okay, if I say no, then you just simply put your bottle down, and after that you can start seeing me. Okay, that's what I am teaching. So that particular command is called interface or user interface. So now types of user interface. So what are the types of user interface? So there are two types of main type of user interface, like CLI and GUI. Okay, there are two types of commands user interface are there, like CLI and GUI. So we are going to discuss about GUI operating system, not CLI. So what is CLI? The full form of CLI is command line interface. Okay, we are going to discuss about CLI and GUI both, but first of all we have to learn about that what is the full form of CLI, the command line interface, and after that the GUI, as I told you in the starting of the video, that what is the full form of GUI? Graphical user interface. Okay, now first of all we have to learn or discuss about the CLI, and what is it. So in a command line interface, the user type text-based command using the keyboard to instruct the computer to take the desired action. Suppose if we want to take out a printout from computer, then we have to give the command to the computer like Ctrl+P and enter button. Okay, so we have to learn all these commands so that we can instruct the computer that you have to do this, and that computer cannot get what the user want. We have to instruct them, we have to give the command. We are the user, that we give the command to the computer system, and according to our command the computer system just simply work. Okay, but in the GUI system this is not applicable. You are not supposed to learn the command, because there are some basic things, basic options are just simply given in front of you. You have to just simply click over it and you get whatever type of action you want. Okay, so example of CLI is DOS. Like, what is that? Disk operating system. Okay, DOS. Now the GUI, so what is that? A graphical user interface provide picture oriented way to interact with the hardware and software. Okay, what is that? So that is, suppose you are just simply watching this. Okay, this is the sign of window. You can just simply watch this. Okay, so how could you get? Suppose there is mention that Windows 7, but suppose if there is no mention or no rating here as Windows 7, then how could you simply get that? You can just simply get that with the help of this icon. That icon shows you that it represents Windows. Okay, and this icon shows that it will be related to Microsoft Office. Okay, and this window is this icon is just simply give you an might give you an some reference, like this icon goes to be part of activity application. Okay, so everything which are simply in front of us in a icon manner, in a picture manner, we can get that picture or that icon very easily. We can get to know all the information about that icon or that picture very easily. Okay, so everything which are simply shown in front of you in a way of like picture, we can get informed very easily and very effectively. Okay, now this include menu, toolbar, picture, window, icon, button and other controls that are enable a user to just make a few clicks to get the work to be done. Means suppose if we want to take a print out of that document, then we are not supposed to learn that command, that Ctrl+P. Basically that is a very easy way, but still suppose we are not so smart and suppose we don't learn that Ctrl+P, we have to press that. Okay, then what should we do? We have to just simply go over the file button that is on the top of the window, of your monitor screen, and after clicking over it, you will got a list over there, and taking in that list you will got a print option on the 4th or might be the 5th number. You just simply click over it and click on the OK button. Okay, and after that you will got that your printer will work and take a print out of the document that is being have a look over it in the window. Okay, now for example, it requires a user to use of a pointing device like mouse in addition of a keyboard. Okay, basically if you want to give the command, then you can give the command with the help of keyboard, but if you want to take use of a pointing device like mouse, then you will just simply use that mouse as input device and give all the command with the help of left click, right click and scroll wheel. Okay, now Windows 7, the third topic of this video, that is Windows 7. So Windows 7 is an operating system developed by Microsoft. Okay, world leading software company. Microsoft is a Microsoft is a software company that make softwares like the MS Paint, MS Excel, MS PowerPoint, MS WordPad, and all these. Okay, basically MS Office is just simply made by the Microsoft company, and it hold by Bill Gates. Okay, the richest person in the world now, I think it's Elon Musk or Steve Jobs. They both are the richest person in the world. I think the first one is the Steve Jobs and the second is Elon Musk. Might be in the third, Bill Gates is third position. Might be, I don't know about, because I cannot watch that list who is on the top or on the bottom. So he is the CEO of that Microsoft company. Who is that? That is Bill Gates. Okay. So it provides a graphical user interface that make the interaction between the computer and the user easy. Okay, basically, in the starting of the video, I just want to say that Windows 7 is the most popular window in all the windows. Why? Because in the previous of the window, we just simply use the CLI. Okay, not the CLI. Yeah, CLI user interface, like command line interface. Because we have to learn all these commands. Okay, we have to learn all these commands. Then after we can just simply operate the computer system. But after after the launching of Windows 7 in all the computer system, it is very easy because we have to just simply take all the action, all the commands in a icon based mode. Okay, means everything we can just simply get over there in the motor screen. Not to learn the command, everything is very easy. Means we are just simply basically we are very easy to get interacted with your computer system, and it is very easy. In the previous days when I am a small kid, like when I am in class 5th or 6th, when I go to the computer lab, then it is very difficult to how to open a computer, how to open an application, how to open a game, how to open MS PowerPoint, not that I don't know about that application at that time when I am just in class 5 or 6th. Okay, just I know about MS Paint and some other games like Contra and all these things, Mario. So basically, it is very difficult to operate that computer system. But nowadays, I have a personal laptop for me, and I just use it very efficiently, very easily because it has icons based, it has picture based window, so that we are just simply, that is very easy to recognize every picture, every icon. Okay, suppose I just simply show a picture that I told you that is your grandfather, that is your grandmother, that is your father, that is your mother. Okay, so this is very easy to recognize with the help of a picture, with the help of an icon. Okay, we are not supposed to learn all these commands. Suppose in a computer system there are not only limited commands like 15 or 20 commands. There are thousands of commands are there in a computer system, and you are not able to learn all the commands. So that's why Windows 7 is a very popular Windows in all the Windows that we have till now, like Windows 10. Okay, so Windows got its name from a glass window. Okay, as you all know that what is a window? Window, that device. Okay, that device by which we can just simply take a look. Okay, just behind the wall. Okay, suppose we wanted to know what is there behind the wall, then we just simply open the window and then we just simply watch or have a look behind the wall. Now, as its interface resembles a glass window through which we can see and have different views. Means whatever type of views you wanted to take with a window in your home, that window is also used in a computer system, so that you can also watch everything that a computer has inbuilt in it. Okay. Now Windows 7 is the most popular version, as I told you in the previous, in the starting, in many times I just told you that this version is the most popular version of all the Windows, and was released on that Windows 7 is released was released on October 22 and 2009. Okay, so Windows 7, as I told you that Windows 7 is basically a part of Microsoft company, and that is a world leading software company that makes software. Okay, and the founder of that company, that Microsoft company, is Bill Gates. Okay, now the last topic of this video, that is switching on a computer. That how do you just simply switch on a computer? So to start a computer, follow these steps. Okay, there are some basic steps, you have to just simply follow them, and after that you will got that your computer system is just simply on and having a window like this. Okay, so the first point is switch on the main power supply. Okay, the main power supply, that your switchboard, you have to just simply press that key, so that the power supply get on, so that your computer get the power supply. And after getting the power supply, you have to switch on the UPS also, because suppose if you are working with your computer and suddenly light goes, then what should you do? All the data which you have basically typed, or suppose you are drawing a picture, that data will lost at that time. So this will not happen, so you have to open that UPS or use of UPS. Suppose if you have a inverter at your home, then it's okay. Now if the electricity goes off, the UPS make the computer work, as I told you. Now the third point is switch on the power supply button on the CPU. There is a power button on the CPU that is might be a round shape, and when you simply press that button, the keyboard slide and the monitor's power light will simply fluctuate in front of you. That will recognize you that it goes on working and might be get on in just a few seconds or few minutes. Now switching on the monitor button, okay, might be you can just simply switch off that computer, or your father or mother just simply switch off that monitor. So just beside there might be a power button in the monitor, so you have to just simply press it also. After pressing it, what should you will find the welcome screen of the window, and you will find that your computer system is simply started. Okay, so this is all over about this topic of your second lesson, and I'm just thinking that this video was lengthy, so I'm just stopping this video. But before stopping this video, I'm just simply going to remember you that if you are a new viewer in my channel, then go there and subscribe my channel, press the bell icon, select all from the list, so that you can get the notification of my video very firstly. So all the students, stay tuned with me on my channel. Goodbye, students.